Hi guys, Mike back again with another quick video about hobby supplies, and in particular in this video we're talking about brushes. I've been after some new brushes for quite some time. I kind of go through fits and starts with brushes. I was a long-standing user of Games Workshop brushes, used them for a long time. They were readily accessible for me. I live in between Cardiff and Swansea, so I can easily access Games Workshop in Cardiff or Games Workshop in Swansea, and we've got Firestorm Games down in Cardiff too, so that they've got readily available brushes there. I think historically I've liked to go into the shop to buy brushes because I've bought brushes online before, and you get them, and the brush protector cover has been sort of smashed over the bristle head, and all the bristles are bent backwards. Which is no good, basically. I mean, my mind, the brush is effectively ruined there. So yeah, I tend to buy brushes in person, up until today, actually. What I wanted to do is just show you what I've picked up. Like I say, historically I've used Games Workshop brushes, Army Painter brushes, Games and Gear brushes. Firestorm Games do a range of brushes called Kalinsky Sable. And all of these brushes have been fine. They last a reasonable amount of time. They come to a point. They do wear out. After you've used them for weeks or months or whatever. I mean, it's just an inevitability of brushes that they do run out, or they do become degraded, and you're less effective in painting miniatures, at least anyway. So the last Legion Live we did, I was asking for recommendations about brushes, and I think the consensus is that Winsor & Newton Series 7 are the pinnacle of brushes, basically. I've never tried Winsor & Newton Series 7, partly because I can't buy them locally in person, and partly because they're expensive, to be fair. I got a recommendation from Nick from Idic Beer. He gets his brushes from a chap called Ken Bromley Art Supplies. They're based in Bolton, and Nick's a stand-up guy. Nick's a good painter, and if it's good for Nick, I'll have a bit of that too, to be fair. So I took his recommendation and set up an account with Ken Bromley and ordered some Winsor & Newton Series 7 brushes. I ordered them at 2 p.m. on a Friday, and they dropped through my letterbox the following day, basically before 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. So I wasn't expecting them to turn up straight away. They came in a big box, actually. Quite a big box, big flat box, but it's cut through the letterbox. There he is, Ken Bromley Art Supplies. So that dropped through the letterbox. The reason I think it came in a big box is because I got a catalogue with the order, with his whole range in it. So that would be nice. I like a catalogue, so I'll have a look through that. So I bought Winsor & Newton brushes, basically. Those of you that haven't had Winsor & Newton brushes before, I don't know if this is usual. I suppose it is. They all come in a fancy plastic tube. Winsor & Newton Series 7. There we go. I bought 5 Winsor & Newton brushes. The just as an aside, the new Games Workshop Artificer brushes come in a plastic tube like this, and I suppose a plastic tube means a quality brush. So anyway, bought 5, and like I say, and here they are. So in that huge box. That's the order, basically. But yeah, absolutely rapid delivery. Postage was it? Yeah, the postage. I didn't even pay for postage. Postage was free. I spent a total of £42.50 on brushes, free postage, and it arrived. In what? It was like 18 hours or something between ordering it and delivery. It was shipped overnight and it's arrived today. I can't say fairer than that. There was an option to have stuff delivered quicker, which you could pay for, but clearly didn't need to do that. But I suppose next day delivery is not guaranteed, but I was just fortunate. So anyway, we went for the small brushes. These go up hugely in size. So I start at the very smallest. I got a 000, I got a 00, I got a 0, a 1, and a 2. So they're the kind of sizes that I'm going to be using, you know, when I'm painting. I mean, they go right. I think they go up to size 12, and the size 12 brush I think is over £100 because obviously there's lots of sable in, you know, in the brush. So anyway, we'll have a look. So they come with the standard cap over the bristles, and I didn't have to worry at all about smashed bristles, which I didn't think I would, to be fair, ordering from an art supplies website. But nice brushes, you know, nice size. And then we've got the bristle there, lovely looking. They just feel really nice quality. They just look good, feel really nice, and I'm really looking forward to painting with them. So that's the 0. I mean, I won't go through them all. I mean, lovely tips on them. I mean, they're just sort of really naturally pointed. They just look lovely. I think just from the start, these look like the nicest brushes I've ever had. Well, they are. So that's the number 0. So I mean, just from a price perspective, we're looking at £7.32 for the 000, £7.84 for the 00, £8.19 for the 0, £8.75 for the 1, and £10.40 for the size 2. But they're just really, really nice. They just look lovely. I mean, I understand that they're handmade. You know, that the bristles are selected specifically for the type of brush and the size. There's the big boy there. But they just look really nice. They feel really, really good. So we'll see what we will see with those brushes. So there we go. I mean, I certainly recommend Ken Bromley Art Supplies for speed of delivery. Absolutely blinding. Whether I recommend Winsor and Newton Series 7 brushes remains to be seen. But I'll do a little vid on them after I've used them. So that's it for me for now, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.